Welcome back to Sky Sports News. We've got some really interesting transfer news to bring you now. And Chelsea are seriously considering making a move to sign Garchao from Ajax this summer. He's 19 years old, centre-back, can also play at left-back. Chelsea have had a long-standing interest in Garchao. He's a player that they very much admire, and he's currently contracted at Ajax until 2028. So he's got a pretty long contract, but he's also been linked with Arsenal and Liverpool, but Chelsea seriously considering a move.
Yeah, and this comes as Chelsea are determined to strengthen their squad this summer. They're expected to sign a forward, a winger and a central defender. Other targets in that position include Marc Guehi, Dean Howson and Jared Branthwaite. Now, Chelsea would have considered signing Virgil van Dijk this summer if there had been a realistic prospect of the Liverpool captain not signing a new contract at Anfield. Just a reminder then, the top line from that. Breaking news, Chelsea seriously considering making a move to sign Ajax winger or central defender and youngster Garchao from Ajax.
I'm not saying Chelsea are in danger of breaching PSR, but every single club will have that just lurking in the background. They want to make sure that they're not scrambling around trying to do deals and really go for it. So I think there could be an opportunity, if the right offers were to come to Chelsea, for a few of their players to be allowed to leave. I think they would listen to offers for the likes of Ben Chilwell, for Carney Chukwuemeka and Cesare Cazorla, and I don't think Enzo Maresca has made a secret of that. He's pretty upfront, is Enzo Maresca. When he's asked a question, if Ben Chilwell's been out of a squad, for example, for a few weeks, has he got a future here? Maybe he hasn't. Maybe we have to listen to offers. So I think, you know, while we speak about Marc Guehi, just keep an eye on potential departures at Chelsea as well.
Right, in the last hour we heard that Chelsea want Marc Guehi. What can you tell us, Mark?
Yeah, a player that we were speaking about a huge amount over the course of the summer. We know that Newcastle were very interested in Marc Guehi, the Crystal Palace defender. I lost track as to how many offers were rejected. I think there was about 4 of them in the end. I think the biggest totaled £65 million. Newcastle couldn't get their man. He stayed at Selhurst Park and has been an important figure for them in what has been a really challenging season. But we have some breaking news that you rightly say has been brought to our attention over the course of the last hour or so. Chelsea are interested in signing Marc Guehi. One of the reasons in signing that because of the injury to Wesley Fofana, who's had a torrid time since joining the club at Stamford. He's had a torrid time for Bridge. That really has found game time hard to come by because he hasn't been able to get a consistent run. However, Chelsea are looking at their current squad, they're looking at the defensive injuries, and they see Marc Guehi as someone that potentially could step into the plate. Just 24 years old, significantly, he only has 18 months left on his current Crystal Palace contract. Yeah. So that might be an interesting point when the two clubs do start to communicate. But the key news is Chelsea interested in Marc Guehi.
A day of frenzied developments and the promise of more deals to surely come. Most of the papers are splashing on the deal that might take Chelsea past £1 billion of...
Chelsea's a fantastic moment, winning the Club World Cup, perfect signing Joao Pedro, Bane Gittens is coming, and also William Estevao. So Chelsea, from what I'm hearing, could have one more addition up front. That's something they're seriously considering. So let's see what's going to happen there. The name of Garnacho remains one of the options available eventually this summer for Chelsea because he has to leave Manchester United. He wants to stay in Premier League. And so Chelsea are aware of this situation, but as of today, still not submitting any official bid or starting any talk. So just an internal discussion about options. And Garnacho is one of them. Then I can confirm that the intention of Chelsea is to add one more offensive player this summer. Also because the feeling of Chelsea is that one or two players up front could still leave the club in this summer transfer window, so basically in the next 40 days. Nicholas Jackson is attracting a lot of interest in England and not only. There was some interest from AC Milan, but from what I'm hearing, for Milan, this is almost impossible financially, and also Milan are focusing on different players at this stage. So this story for Nicholas Jackson and Milan has gone quiet, but there are more clubs around Europe interested in the striker, so he could be one to watch. because he's not a player Chelsea want to sell, but if they receive a good proposal, there is a chance for him to go. And then there is Christopher Nkunku, who wants to play more, remains an option for Bayern and for more clubs around Europe. And so Nkunku and Jackson are two names to follow in these final 40 days of the summer transfer window, because for sure these could be two opportunities, and this is why Chelsea are not closing doors to one more offensive addition in this summer transfer window, despite signing Liam Delap, despite signing Jamie Bano-Gittens, despite signing Joao Pedro, and then also now William Estevao is coming. He was signed 1 year ago, but of course one more addition up front for Enzo Maresca.